In this video, we'll take a look at how to create resources in RAYVN. Resources can be used to keep track of available materials and the location of those materials. Resources can be used to keep track of available materials and the location of the materials. Resources can also be added to specific sites, and by doing so, they will be visible in the map. To create a new resource, you'll need access to the account settings. Click Create Resource and fill in the form that pops up. First, we need to give our resource a name. Choose a name that is descriptive of the resource. If we need more specifications, we can add a description to our resource. This can, for example, be the model and license registration number of a car, or the contents of a medical supply kit. Having a clear description of our resource makes it a lot easier to select the right resource later. To make it easier to recognize, we can also add an icon that describes what kind of resource it is. To make our resource visible in the map, we can also tie the resource to a specific location. Click the menu to select one of your defined sites. We can also select a tag to categorize our resource and make it easier to find later on. If your existing tags aren't fit to describe the new resource that you're making, you can also add new tags directly in the form. You'll then see the tag in the list of resource tags later as well. Once we're done, click Save to complete our new resource. Now we've completed our first resource. We can now add as many as we want. As soon as the resource is saved in the account settings, it will be available to use in any of your logs. To add a resource to your log, go to the Resources tab in your active log and click Add Resource. Then you'll see a list of all the available resources. You'll only see resources that have not been added to any other logs in your account. If the resource has been added to a different log, this means that the resource is in use and is not available right now. Select the resources you want and click Add Selected Resources. If needed, you can also create temporary resources directly in the log. Temporary means, in this case, that the resource you create from within the active log will not be saved to your account settings. It will only be available for that specific log. To create a temporary resource, click the button that says Create Temporary Resource. Give your resource a name and a description, and then an icon. And lastly, click Create Temporary Resource.